Are we just starting from here?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Judgiest.
You good?
Hello, non-binary folks only, and welcome back to the Judgiest place on the internet. My name is Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are
The
Judgies. Back and wine bagger than ever, folks.
Oh, he's already spilling it everywhere.
First wine bag of January 2024. It's February.
It's February.
But it's January.
We already dipped it in the wine bag in our
when
hearts.
this episode's coming out.
What?
We're stocking up for next January.
We're bulking.
Oh, shit.
Have
Okay.
we mentioned
Wait, can you say 2025 so editor?
2025 editor?
Editor got it.
2025.
That's so wild to me.
What's that?
2025.
We're really bulking.
I'm still not used to 2024 yet.
Right. Well, that makes sense. We're only 6 days into it. Editor.
Huh?
Do you want me to turn back time? What?
If you could turn back time.
Burn.
And just like that artist, do you guys have anything to share before we get into the mail time?
None of my grandparents have died this week, so.
Holy shit.
Really
That's
huge.
Was that your New Year's resolution?
For all my grandparents to die?
Only one of them to die.
Oh. No. Honestly, I was
really?
hoping that none of them would, but.
I don't know. That felt like a layup of a New Year's resolution to be like, nah, I'm good on that actually.
So, I told you I'm going to Punta Cana with Sydney.
Yeah.
Sydney's father-in-law is dying.
Okay.
And then my grandma died. And the last time I went on a trip with Sydney,
Yeah.
my other grandma died.
Yeah.
And so I texted her. I was like, why, what is it with going on a trip together that kills people in our lives? Like,
Yeah.
this is going to have to be the last one because
Because one of you's going to die.
somebody in our life is going to die if we try to book another trip.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't
I
happen.
don't like that yet. But she
Sydney's
was
cool.
like, we might not be going to Punta Cana.
Yeah.
Because it's her like work trip that I get to go on for free.
What does being a farmer have to do with going to the Dominican Republic?
That's a great question.
She's
That's a
she's
great
not
question.
a farmer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she is actually, but
a farm bureau agent.
She's a farm her.
Yes, our woke king Josh.
it's a like incentive trip for like member engagement or something. I don't remember.
Not enough of them got married.
Sure.
Yeah. I thought we didn't like Big Pharma. I thought I was supposed to be down with Big Pharma.
Hey, at least one of us here doesn't like Big Pharma.
Something's loose over here. It ain't one of my screws, so don't even make that joke, Christian.
I was gonna say something about a goose.
Goose? Oh, the goose is loose?
Silly goose. Huh? Wait, what did you say?
Something's loose over here.
Loose is.
Were
I
you
don't
thinking
know.
the juice is loose?
Was I? I don't know.
You know what's fucked up?
What's
What?
that?
Erica got a COVID shot yesterday. That way she could have her fever game today. She's trying to have her own Michael Jordan fever
Trying to
game
have
over
the
here. It's
Michael
fucked
Jordan
up.
fever game.
This
I
is
don't
fucked
even
up.
know what that is, but I did have a slight fever earlier.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And you're still here to perform.
I'm just committed, brother. I'm committed to this fucking podcast.
How many COVID boosters have you gotten?
I actually didn't
9.
get one all of 2023.
Whoa.
Was it a New Year's resolution to get one?
No, but I figured
Just
I
'cause
was
you're
traveling that it
Smart.
wouldn't be a bad idea. And I have tried to get Olsen a COVID shot since it's been available for kids his age.
Yeah.
No one in our area will do it.
Why?
None of our pharmacies, the doctor's offices don't carry it. The health department doesn't carry it.
Like specifically an infant one?
Oh yeah.
Interesting. Well, is he an infant? He's a toddler.
Well, he's a toddler now,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's wild.
What
Like,
age does toddling cut off?
I don't know. Like, what do you mean,
your
from toddler to child?
Like when do you stop? Like, is a 4-year-old a toddler?
No.
Yes.
According to Google, no.
No.
Oh, got your ass.
You already Googled it.
Yeah, because I was writing a little story for Live Laugh Larceny podcast. That asked me to write a little story for him,
That's cute.
and I said I was 4 years old, and I was like, "Is that a toddler?" And I Googled it. No, 4 years old is a preschooler, regardless of if you're in preschool or not. That's what they want you to call them.
Interesting.
I mean,
technically, anything under 4 would be a
I
preschooler.
really wish I would have just said my thought out loud because that's exactly I was gonna say. Once you hit preschool,
Yeah,
you're a schooler now. Oh my god! I wish I would have said this. I would have sounded so smart.
you still do sound smart.
No, because
You
now I
always
feel like
sound
I'm
smart.
lying.
You know who sounds really smart?
Mail time.
The people who sent us in mail over at P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois, 61350. And we got some letters from December.
December to remember.
Is this the December to remember sales event?
Oh.
One of these was sent on Taylor Swift's birthday. I won't say which one.
Okay.
December 13th for all
To
you
the most
Swifties.
wonderful Judgies, Erica, Christian, and Josh. Thank you for making every week better with your pod. I always listen on Tuesday mornings while I volunteer with small animals at the shelter. The rabbits all love your podcast, I assume.
I
That's
hear they're
huge for us.
rabid fans.
It's probably all the carrots.
That's actually a much better, interpolation of the possibilities.
Been a long time listener since day one, baby.
Day one?
I don't know if I believe that, but
Well,
Impressive. if
I
it
am
is.
impressed. But first,
metaphorically speaking, day one.
Yeah.
but first time mailer, we thought you would enjoy our novel style holiday card this year. This was my first time illustrating our card. Usually I opt for cursed photoshops for the holiday card. Side note,
Classic.
Christian is the most quoted judgy in this household. I will strike you as a personal favorite.
All-timer.
That is a classic.
All-timer.
Long story short, we love all the work that you do. Your episodes get us through long car rides where one episode takes us 2+ hours to listen to because we have to pause every 5 seconds to interject our own opinions.
Love that.
Hate
Have
that.
No,
a
I actually do
wonderful
love that.
I also love that. Have a wonderful holiday season filled with lots of good food, laughs, and beautiful friends. Love you all. Hugs and pisses from Wisconsin, Marie, Eric, and Chico the Rabbit. And I love your little stationery. It's got a Swiss cheese plant, and that looks like a snake plant. on
They
it.
made this card themselves.
What's a Swiss cheese plant?
It's a Monstera Addisonii.
It's got holes in it like
Okay.
Swiss cheese.
I thought it was a plant that produced Swiss cheese. That's why I
No.
was confused.
It looks like that.
Have you ever heard of Swiss char?
No.
Okay, well, this is a similar plant, but
So this is a really fucking cool.
Whoa!
She made this.
It looks like a playbill almost.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's really
absolutely
cool.
nutty.
It says, a cottontail of intrigue. The cozy burrow of this family is plunged into suspense as Chico, a determined rabbit with a sweet tooth and a mean streak, discovers her holiday treats have vanished without a trace. With a twitch of her whiskers and a hop in her step, Chico and Rick... Oh, the dude's name is Eric. Embark on a thrilling quest to unmask the thief who dared steal her festive delights. As snowflakes fall, they unravel a web of lies that take them on a heart-pounding adventure. Will Chico recover her treats in time for the holiday celebrations, or will there be blood on her paws?
I do. That's
This
cool.
is so cool.
It's really cool. I do fear that was just a straight plot rip from Banicula.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Banicula.
The Vampire Bunny novella series that I read and probably 7 other people have read.
I don't know, but this is really fucking cool.
That is
I'm
very
impressed.
cool. We got another letter here coming to us from. You can use my name. Okay, there's coming to us from Bailey. Hello, Judgies. You can
Hello.
use my name, but please don't show the card on video since my son's in it.
Fair
You can
enough.
do that. I'm a new listener and am loving all of it. Listening to new episodes each week and binging from the first episode. I work from home with little interacts from others all day, so your pod is saving me from anxiety-filled thoughts. Stay weird and stay funny. New Piss Baby Bailey.
Houston, Austin.
P.S. I force my family to take weird, awkward photos for our Christmas cards each year. This year, the theme was Cousin Eddie
Oh,
gets trashier.
interesting. What Christian? What's Stay Weird? Houston, Austin,
Austin, stay weird.
Austin. Are they from Austin? Did they say? Doesn't look like they're from Austin. I'll tell you that
Their
much.
return address says Vermont.
Oh, and Cousin Eddie is not the shirtless guy on TikTok.
Oh,
That's,
you're
that's what I was thinking.
Eddie, put on a shirt.
Yeah, I thought that's who we were talking about. But it looks like Christmas Story,
No, Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation. That's what I meant to say.
Obviously.
And
that's
this
what I
last
meant
one,
to say.
really, really quick. There's 2 stickers. Maybe there's more in the box. I haven't seen them, but they're little capybaras. If we're
Ooh.
being for real, and they're
Very cute.
Very
More
cute.
like crappy barrows.
Nice. I believe this one, Erica, is for you. I'm just guessing from the top. This means theoretically, nope, that one might be for Christian. This one feels like it's for you. I can't really tell though.
From the field, this one
a very
looks like you from the
conical-
top. That one looks like for you.
This one is for me. It's a little Pokeball that's 3D printed.
Ooh.
I'm assuming. There's also an Uno reverse card keychain. That one might be for Aurora.
What is this?
It's the top. That's fun.
And then there's also this thingy, which is like Connect's fidget spinner type beat.
Oh, yeah. Let me play with
Anywho,
It's
these
like
are
a
all
chain, baby.
3D printed.
I got a slug.
Erica got a sensory slug.
I bought one of these for Olson, and it's the best fucking thing ever. It's
You may
rainbow
use my name
color.
on the pod. Hello, Judgies.
Hello.
Hold on, real quick. Listen.
I like it, but
Yeah.
I like how I didn't like it.
Here,
That makes
play with it.
sense.
It's so fun.
Longtime
mind.
listener.
Boo. I didn't like it.
How have we not thought of pissners?
I designed and printed this carrot specifically for you. You can put your weed in there.
So it's for Christian.
There was still some room in the box. I also included some 3D printed fidgets and other goodies I designed, except the slug. Divvy them up as you please, though I am sure I know who is getting the carrot. Please don't throw this one, though. Hugs and pisses Bob, they, them.
This would hurt you.
They all hurt me, just not physically. P.S. I almost forgot the stickers, also designed by me. I opened the box again. I only see 2 stickers.
That's all right.
But that's perfectly fine. One will be for Aurora because it's a little crappy
They're on the
bar.
ground.
Huh?
They're on the ground by your feet.
This
Oh,
is
there's more than
fun.
2.
Those aren't just the 2. There's just 2 on the ground, but they're not the 2.
They were different too.
Huh.
Very cute.
Very cool. Thank you very much. There
I
is
like all
4
these
total.
fidget toys. I won't throw this one at Josh, but it's a very cool carrot.
Speaking of cool things, Erica,
Oh,
don't.
Can I just really quick?
Mm-hmm.
For audio listeners only, I'm wearing a carrot sweater that a listener sent me. Was that last week?
I think so. Yeah.
Very cute. Okay, go ahead. What were you saying?
We don't just open up mail on this podcast. We also sometimes, allegedly, if the stories are to be told and be true and the rumors are to be confirmed, tell stories in this podcast. And what that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories. Sometimes the marvelous Mrs. Rick does that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna keep going. Like,
The marvelous never misses Rick. How about that?
ooh,
I mean, it's
yeah.
a lie, but ooh.
What do you mean? You think I miss?
I've seen you miss carrot throws before on this podcast.
I can't believe you've done this to me. This is from r/weddingphotography.
Whoop. There's no way we've done wedding photography before.
There is a way. I don't know. I'm holding my
I like
tongue.
semi-told Christian the premise of this because I thought I had already read this on the pod, but
Okay.
his reaction tells me that I didn't. So, earlier this summer, I shot a wedding
Oh my God. With a gun?
with a camera.
Oh, okay.
My typical second shooter
really
couldn't
good.
make it, so I
Second shooter? What is it, JFK's wedding? All right, I'll be serious. Sorry, we were talking about Texas earlier. It was in the brain. On the brain. Allegedly.
second shooter. Oh my god! Wow. Second shooter couldn't make it, so I found someone else online who I felt did good work. Anyways, her and I did the wedding, and everything seemed business as usual. Photos were edited, delivered to the client, all was good. Then this morning, I got an email from the bride. She wanted a refund because the lady I had hired as the second shooter for the day ended up sleeping with her husband at some point after the wedding.
Oh. That's I mean, it turns out we got a third shooter in the fucking scenario.
And she also included photos from his phone to prove it.
Oh, he took
He's a
photos?
photographer too?
I'm wondering if it's like screenshots from
Okay.
their messages or something afterwards.
Insane to cheat on your wife and leave a data trail.
Immediately after the wedding too is insane.
Yeah. I haven't responded yet, but what's the best thing to do here? She hired me for a job and the job was completed and the product was delivered. But I also feel like this would be as if I were a professional dog walker who walked a client's dog, then came back and shot it later.
Yeah. That's a real tricky sitch.
I feel like
Oy.
this is not her fault.
No, but you can't. You gotta honor the refund.
No way.
Wait. So the person who wrote the story
Is the photographer.
hired the second shooter?
Yes.
You gotta give a refund.
No way.
Yeah, I think you have to save your business because you're like you can't like even though I don't think
PR
she's technically
nightmare.
in the wrong, like if you don't, you're gonna get a fucking review and blasted on Facebook, and there's no way you can be like, yeah, the second shooter fucked her husband, but like I still need my $700. You know what I mean? You're not gonna look.
1,500.
You're not gonna split 2 ways. Just like her second shooter was split 2 ways.
Oh my god.
you're just not going to look good. You're not going to win the PR battle there. You have to pay it back, even though I think morally, like theoretically, you shouldn't need to. You need to.
I get where Josh is coming from on this one. It's
Whatever.
a hard sell. It's a hard sell to tell anyone in the future, like, hey, are you the photographer that broke up that wedding? And then you're like,
No,
oh.
actually, I'm not, because
No, I was just the one that hired the one that did that.
Yeah.
that's insane.
It was just under my business, and
Yeah, it's a really bad look. Like, you can't come back from that.
The top comment says, offer her a discount on her next wedding.
That's pretty good. two for two, buy one get one deal.
ooh,
That sucks.
Yeah.
I guess it's like I've said this before in a lot of stories like this, where it is like, at least you found out early in the
yeah.
or like in the marriage, I guess, not early in the relationship, but at least you found out about as soon as you can.
Yeah. I just don't get.
I guess here's the question. Okay. If you want to talk about like the morals and the ethics of needing to pay it back, like would the wedding venue be like, oh no, it was a farce wedding. We aren't going to pay you back.
Interesting.
And like anybody else involved with that wedding night wouldn't like return the money.
yeah.
You already did the service. I guess it's a little different because it's the photographer who had sex with them, but
I don't know. It's like, what if somebody on your wait staff had sex with the
That's what
groom?
I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you can't. I don't know. I feel like they were hired for a job. The job was done. Everything was delivered. It's not my fucking fault that your husband is a piece of shit.
they went above and beyond and behind her back.
Above, beyond, under, inside,
They went
on top of.
yeah, to the bed, to the bath, and
To the
beyond.
window, to the wall.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I think
really
you
does.
gotta pay it. You gotta give the refund. You gotta. Just from a PR standpoint. Like,
How common do we think this is?
All right. You ready for like a depressing one?
that one was a cheerful one.
Sure.
Hold on. Let me get ready.
Slap that bag, baby.
The old bag of piss.
It does look like a bag of piss. What
It
is
looks-
it? Just Moscato?
It's actually a nice dry Riesling.
Really?
No,
Oh.
top me off, brother.
Can you not do it over the soundboard?
Oh, we don't miss. We're misters up right now.
Tell me when.
I said top me off. That's enough. I gotta read later. I got a job to do. I'm not just coasting.
I'm coasting today.
All right, give us that depressing one, Ricky.
Do you think it's noticeable on camera that I have wine dripping down my face?
No.
Okay.
It will be noticeable on your shirt later, though. r/am I wrong?
Well, am I?
Whoop,
Whoop.
whoop.
No way.
Am I wrong?
I got. Hey, we are batching a little bit. I have a story I'm going to read tomorrow on episode 195. Four.
I can't believe we're
This
that
is
close to
93.
200 already.
Yeah, that's right. I meant to say this up. Episode 200. We're reading 200 stories.
I'm not ready for
It
that.
is 200 minutes. 100 minutes main feed. 100 minutes bonus episode. 200 stories. I've been collecting them. I already have some really fucking good.
Oh,
ones.
you're doing all of it? You've got all 200? I don't have to bring any?
Correct.
Oh, thank fuck.
So get excited for that. Also, I'm reading one tomorrow from a subreddit that's "Am I the Butthole?" It's like,
Okay.
oh, we're getting real deep. And I found out Tumblr has an "Am I the Asshole?" like blog,
Yes.
like account.
We're about to
like,
become Tumblr girlies.
We could be the first "Am I the Asshole?"
Tumblr.
like podcast to go for the Tumblr girlies.
Oh my god.
They're gonna hate us.
Oh, they're
Well, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm wrong here.
Here's the thing. I feel like we have a huge base of reformed Tumblr girlies.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Interesting. So will we? I'm just asking. Will we do well on Tumblr?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. I've never used it.
I've never used
I
Tumblr.
have tried to use Tumblr and I don't understand how to do it.
Not me either.
That feels right.
Tumblr is. It seems like a large barrier to entry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like how do you find people? What do you?
Yeah, I've been on Tumblr before, and that's exactly how I felt. I was like, how am I supposed to explore? What?
I'm
how do
pretty
I-
sure that Brennan has like a big Tumblr,
Wow.
or she did back in the day.
Reformed Tumblr girly. Makes sense.
She also has like a shit ton of followers on like Pinterest and shit too.
That's where.
Would we be big on Pinterest?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Our
You gotta
session,
get
am I
a lot
wrong?
more fashionable to be on Pinterest.
What do you think? My carrot sweater's not fashionable enough?
Well, 1/3 of the podcast being fashionable doesn't get us on Pinterest.
Sure it does. Hello, readers. Longtime lurker here. I made a new account to get some insight, as I don't want my Reddit friends to see me getting too personal. Nobody fucking cares.
Well, their Reddit friends might.
I-29
They got a
male.
lot of cred.
And my wife, 30 female.
Who?
My wife have been together for a while, 10 plus years. We were high school sweethearts, prom king and queen, voted
Flex.
most likely to get married, and stayed disgustingly in love.
Is that a normal
Superlative? I don't know.
Most likely to get married?
Was the other part also part of the superlative, or was that a second superlative?
You catch the drift. After college, we went on to get married and have 2 kids. Life was fairly good, relationship and family-wise, until about a year and a half ago. I work a good-paying job that allows my wife to be a stay-at-home mom while a out-of-home business.
Okay.
Stay-at-home mom while a out-of-home business. Also while doing an out-of-home business?
Owning an out-of-home business?
Sure.
Yeah.
However, our youngest had to be hospitalized for a heart condition that required me to be putting in constant overtime, as the insurance was giving us hell to cover the bills. My wife had to focus on our kid, so the loss of her income was affecting us as well. So she did have an at-home business.
I forgot this was a depressing one.
About 6 months into our child being in and out of the hospital, I broke down crying in my wife's lap. I was losing weight, barely eating, barely sleeping because I had to keep food on the table, the lights on, and still pay medical bills. My wife suggested she could sell her eggs.
Okay.
She had seen a video on TikTok about how much you get paid to do so. We were skeptical at first, but we did it. Long story short, we did it twice and made a ballpark of $20,000.
Whoa.
It's about 10,000 per viable egg.
per egg.
But you can only do it like a certain amount, like a really small amount of times. And also, the selection process is like super selective.
Even more than like sperm donating, where it's just like
Yeah.
the most weird standard. It's like,
Yeah.
do you have a college degree? And it's like, that doesn't mean you're smart. It's
Yeah.
like, are you 6 foot and do you have a college degree? Okay, I guess you can come in this cup for me.
Here's your peanut butter and jelly.
At least lie to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let me check the box and I'll come in a cup and then you can just toss it.
Right?
Like, let me think I'm doing a good deed here.
Our daughter stabilized. I was able to take 2 weeks off to recoup from a traumatic time and get back to being a family unit again. Now, on to why I'm considering leaving my wife.
What? Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not read the title? The title is Am I Wrong for Leaving My Wife?
You definitely didn't read it.
Bearing the lead. Classic Rick.
Huh. What's that statistic about dudes leaving their wives through hardships? A lot of it.
3 months ago, she came to me and said that she was pregnant. I was ecstatic. Then the bomb dropped that it wasn't mine.
Eee.
She went through the process of being impregnated by her best friend's husband's sperm. She thought I would be fine with it, in her words, as if because I was fine with selling her eggs before, so why is this different?
Huh?
This is entirely different.
Huh?
Because this time she's selling her womb and I had no say in it. There was zero discussion, zero indication that this was going to happen. We had been distant the months before, little to no sex, but I'm not one to pressure my wife if I know she's not in the mood. These past 3 months have been draining. I've been sleeping in the guest bedroom. We've been literally co-parenting. The kids are confused and I don't know what to tell them. She keeps saying it isn't a big deal because in a couple months the baby will be with its parents and we can move on. But our children are thinking that she's carrying their sibling.
Yeah.
How do we explain this? We've been talking to our therapist, but I just don't see how we can move forward. In my opinion, this is an act of betrayal. I've been making preparations to file for a divorce after the baby is born, probably about 3 months, so she isn't blindsided. Our families and friends are split. Her family is making me feel less than a man because I couldn't provide enough, so she had to resort to something like this.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. But we've literally gotten past the worst of it. There was no need to do this. We were slowly building our savings back up and she had gone back to her business. So am I wrong for leaving?
What a piece of shit. If you
Wait, who are you saying is a piece of shit? Him or her?
You know who?
I do know who. Yes, her.
what a piece of shit. Wow.
That is such a lie. No matter how much you say, like, in this situation, well, it's my body, I'm going to do what I want. That's fine. But you're still going to be relying on your partner for everything during that pregnancy. And you can't say that you're not.
And you're risking your life.
Yeah, of course. You're
And you
risking
have
your
two
life.
kids. Like, that's something you need to share with your partner.
Yes.
And
That's
not-
a huge, huge decision to not share with your partner.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
To just be like, oh, well, we already donated my eggs. It's the same thing.
It's not.
It's just the reverse. It's
you-
just backwards.
If you were so confident he would have been fine with it, then you should have just told him. And
Yes.
then he would have been fine with it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's just telling that you knew that he wouldn't be okay with it. Because why would you? That's a wild thing to just do.
Yeah, no, that's nuts. So I don't think that he's wrong for leaving. I don't know why he thinks he needs to wait until after the baby's born.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, also, if you're going to divorce her, just tell her. Nah,
Yeah.
Don't wait 6 months or whatever it was. Like, you should just tell her that you're getting a divorce.
Yeah. That's probably for the best.
God, could you imagine the fucking family making fun of you for
You're
not
not, man enough
providing?
to
Yeah.
provide. That shit is so annoying.
that's crazy. The whole story was so uplifting and positive, and then for the family that's what made it depressing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That put the bad taste in my mouth.
Man,
Yeah.
wow. Very rare good guy story in this scenario, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what?
Extremely
You know
rare.
what?
Very rare W for the men in this
Rare
situation.
Reddit W for
A
men.
guy like literally killing himself trying to take care of his dying kid and family, and then his wife is just like, nah.
How does bankruptcy work?
I don't think bankruptcy covers medical debt, does
I thought
it?
it does. I
Does
thought
it?
if you ever had medical debt, they're just like,
Is that
You
Declare
stand on the
bankruptcy.
table and then you very loudly say, I declare bankruptcy.
do you have to say what chapter?
fuck?
How are there so many chapters of bankruptcy and then you only ever hear about 13 and 11?
What about
Are those
9?
the only? Is that the other one?
I'm pretty sure
Chapter 9
I
sounds
think
right.
one of them is business, one of them is personal. I think that's
What about all the other chapters?
Those are for the rich people.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't fucking know.
I don't know how to read.
Isn't it crazy that rich people, like, as a poor person or like middle class person, you hear bankruptcy and you're like, oh, your entire life's over, and then you're like, wait, rich people do it?
All the
Intentionally?
They've
time.
had 17 bankruptcies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that means you're done. I thought you have to be destitute after that.
No, there's like actual like rich people strats of like opening a business, taking out a ton of loans to like purchase shit in the business's name, and then declaring bankruptcy on that business. That way, you still like they'll
Yeah.
try to recoup some of the assets, but if your assets have gained value over that time, you just get to like keep some of the the value,
What the fuck?
which is fucking insane. But I'm pretty sure the different bankruptcies are like, yeah, you're filing personal bankruptcy versus, I'm sure it's different for single versus married and all that good stuff. Why are you guys thinking about declaring? Are you guys going to declare?
No, no.
No.
God. Are you guys trying to declare? Are you guys trying?
No.
Are you guys trying? I'm just trying to see how rich I need to get before I can start declaring just fun bankruptcies, like silly, goofy bankruptcies.
Do you think? Do you think
That's
it's
chapter 3.
Do you think it's more fun to declare bankruptcy if you're from the antebellum South?
Because you get to be like, I do declare.
Yeah.
Funny. This one is from r/relationships. I 36 female. Should I read the title?
Is it that big of a spoiler?
Kind of.
Just as long as we get a clean one.
All right. Throwaway. He will absolutely recognize this post if he sees it, but I would rather nobody we know does.
You have to keep reading that voice.
I've been with my partner for coming up on 3 years now, and it seems like he has always shown a certain disregard for my personal space/boundaries. I can't because that's going to be on TikTok, and
You know what? Yeah.
I can't keep that up the whole time. I don't want people to think that's my real voice.
It is your real voice. Editor?
Stage voice?
I've been with my partner for coming up on 3 years now, and it seems like he has always shown a certain disregard for my personal space/boundaries. Early in the relationship, he asked me to send him nudes, and I said no. I've never sent one, and I won't start now. Saying it
Smart.
once was not enough. He kept asking, but eventually he did leave it alone.
So twice. That's all it took.
Fast forward from that, and he moved in with me a while back because his lease was up and he hadn't found a new one.
I feel like I know where this story's going.
Have I read it before?
No.
Oh, okay. Shortly after arriving in my home, he went through my closet and underwear drawer and grilled me about unused sex toys that had been a gag gift from a female friend after my last breakup. I explained that at that time, I didn't feel like being in a relationship with him, and I relinquished all right to my privacy or my own space. Most recently, he began to grill me about the last time I had talked to my ex before him, and I had said not since we'd been together. I couldn't figure out why he was so stuck on it. Eventually, he admitted that he had accessed my phone, which I didn't lock at the time, read through like 7 years of my email looking for any nudes that I had sent to others.
What the fuck?
In parentheses, none. I've never sent a nude.
Brain.
And had found an email I had sent to my ex saying I wasn't comfortable being friends on social media after said ex had sent me a friend request. This one email had been sent while current boyfriend had broken up with me and was dating other women. And I had literally forgotten about it, given that that exchange happened years ago. Anyway, I've been unable to get past this feeling that this is not only a tremendous violation of my privacy and anyone who's emailed me, but also just the latest in a pattern of him feeling entitled to my personal space. I'm seriously considering ending the relationship over this. Assuming I can get him to go, do you think there's any chance of counseling improving this side of him?
No.
Is failure to respect my privacy just a trait he's always going to have?
I'm getting so anti-couples therapy recently. Just the stories that we've read of people being like, hey, this terrible relationship is happening. Do you think a counselor can save this? And it's like, no, just break up.
No. So the title is, I, 36 female, declined to send nudes to my boyfriend, 48 male. So he accessed my personal email to see if he could find any in my sent messages to others.
That's wild.
You definitely got to break up. Now that I know that he's 48, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
No.
He's going to be a piece of shit forever. He's only got 12 years left, and he's going to be a piece of shit through the rest of it.
I definitely thought that he was just going to like be taking candid pictures of her, which is also very shitty, obviously. That's crazy. 7 years of
crazy.
7 years of
Crazy
emails
girl.
trying to search for a crumb of a titty.
You know what's crazy? I mean, I guess how organized are your guys' personal emails?
Very.
Not very for me.
You're actively, like, I am opening emails so I don't have like a new email notification, but I'm not deleting emails.
Oh, I delete immediately. If it's like something that I don't need or like don't need a record of, it's gone.
Huh. And so then do you keep folders to put all your shit in, or do you just have you're just raw dogging
Well, I don't.
emails in the folder?
They're all just in my inbox. I did have a folder for like when we were planning our wedding.
Okay.
So like
that makes
all
sense.
wedding related
Yeah.
shit was all in one email.
Now,
or
if you
one
had a
folder.
crumb of titty somewhere in your emails, what folder would that be in?
It would be labeled Christian's Crumb of Titty.
Okay.
Or it could, maybe it's titled Crumb of Titty, Christian's Eyes Only, or something
You and I
like
have
that.
very
But
similar
then
naming methods.
when you open it, it's a link
Okay.
and it's a Rickroll.
It's
Nice.
But
it's literally
the
like
link-
Yeah.
4 pixels of titty.
the
a
Rickroll
little crumb.
is me singing Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Oh my 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 god! We have to do this.
And instead of Rick
We have to do this.
instead of Rick Astley, it's the video but with your ass mooning Christian, so it's Rick's ass.
Glee. Yeah.
Wait, yeah. If you sing it, it's Rick's ass glee.
Ooh.
Oh, and if you do it Ace Ventura style,
I don't know what that means.
talk with your butt.
Oh.
Yeah. Write that down.
Write that down.
I sometimes just every like couple months will go through on Gmail and just click select all delete for like a couple minutes.
Whoa.
I
That's
just did
brave.
that a couple days ago. Well, anything that's important, I put into its own folder. So like I've got
I feel like, to me, at first I was like, yeah, that is brave. But then in my brain, it's like, it's 99% junk. It's like, if I miss the one thing,
Yeah.
I fucking miss it. Whatever.
I currently have 536 emails in my inbox right now on my one email account. My other email account
Whoa,
has
flex, 2 emails.
99. It just says 99 plus. There's too many for it to count. And my third email account
3 emails.
has 25.
It
because
doesn't
that's
tell
just-
me how much I have in there, but it's a lot. But they're all read or deleted.
Red Swifty. All right, folks. Is that it for this half of the podcast?
Tis not. I've got one more quick one.
Whoa, we're already so fat on this side.
We got a fat side over here.
It's fine. I thought I
It's
already
our fever
looked it up.
game.
I thought something was falling off the wall. That was the crazy. I thought it was like Velcro undoing. That's a sick noise, actually. Do that all the time. Can you become a fondue fountain of bagged wine?
I don't know how fast I can pass through my system, but if I can piss it out fast enough,
We can just hook you up, kind of like Willem Dafoe's hooked up in Poor Things.
spoiler.
Spoilers. r/AITAH.
Am I the asshole hole?
My dying wife asked me if I'd be okay if she had sex with her ex one last time. I said no. Does that make me the asshole?
Oh, boy.
How dying?
Oh, boy.
How
I mean, we're all
old?
dying.
Oh, you got a good point there.
Babe, I'm gonna die eventually. Let me cheat on you.
I'm dying.
I'm dying to fuck him. He's just...
My wife has a terminal disease. She is projected to live at most 9 months. I am, of course, destroyed. We've been together for a decade. I don't remember life without her, and I don't know what I'm going to do when she is gone. I've been doing my best to make the last days of her life good and grant whatever wish I can. The doctor said that she was likely to need a wheelchair in 4 to 5 months. Then by month 8, she'll be bedridden for the last few weeks. That's if she doesn't decline faster. Recently, she sat me down and told me that one of the last things she wanted to do was have sex with a previous partner of hers. I, of course, was shocked, and when I asked why the fuck she wants that,
Valid question.
basically she thinks that her most physically compatible, satisfying lover was him.
That sucks to hear.
Yeah.
She gave a whole monologue about how sex sometimes is just physical and how emotionally fulfilling sex is with me, but it was bullshit to get to that point.
Yeah.
Can he just take fucking Viagra and just,
It's not the same.
I guess.
So now I'm left with this. Deny my dying wife a wish for my own ego or let her go fuck another man who she feels better with. Honestly, I'm so pissed off and betrayed that she asked this of me. I feel like I'm being put in a position where I have to say yes because she's dying. I know what I want to say, but I don't know if that's right. I'm so hurt that sex with an ex was apparently so good that she needs to do it one more time before she dies.
Oh, man.
Doesn't that fucking suck?
Yeah.
I think you let her do it.
I don't think you
What's-
let her do it.
I don't think you let her do
What's
it.
the downside?
It ruins
Your-
your image of your wife for the rest of your
Your
life.
It's already ruined.
Your feelings are already down the drain.
Yep. It's
It's
already
even
ruined.
worse, though.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Like if in the real life situation she's already put together a fucking PowerPoint on why she should get railed by her ex, like she's put in a lot of thought into this. It's not like something that was just a whim. Like
At that point, why are you even asking for permission? You're gonna die anyway. Just go do it.
yeah, do
I would
first
rather it be that way. I'd rather be cheated on and then learn after she died.
rather than to willingly
Yeah.
consent to your life. I
To
don't
know,
know.
and then for her to be like, this dude's dick, way too bomb. Your dick, emotionally, it's good, but this guy's dick, I have to have it one.
You got
just
some
one more
emotional
time.
dick, but I need some real physical dick.
His dick is a coughing baby. Her ex's dick is a hydrogen bomb. Oh man, I think you let her do it and then you just dip at the same time. I think that's got to be the handshake. Is you say you can have sex with him, but I don't want to do like your end of life care. Like you're ending the marriage at this point. You know what I mean? Like that's the handshake because it's like, you know, like I don't know. It's so strange. It's an impossible situation. On my eyes, because you're fucked. She already told you like what's your emotions are already done for.
Yeah, but I still feel like you could talk yourself out of that more than being like, I don't know. I feel like it's easier to just be like, no, she was dying. She just doesn't know what she was saying. Oh, she was so crazy.
Do you think marriage counseling could save it?
Ooh, I don't know
I
if 9
don't.
months of marriage counseling could save it though.
I don't know, man. I think this is an insanely tough one for me. 9 months.
I think you say no. I think you set your boundaries even for your dying wife.
Yeah, I agree.
But like that's what I'm saying is like you could say no, but be like yes or no if you want to stay married and like need me to be around. Because that's what a marriage is we agreed on 2 people taking care of each other till sickness and in health.
He actually has really good health insurance, so that actually would work out better for her.
Only if they get married. Oh, but pre-existing health conditions, though?
No, they got rid of that.
They did?
Obamacare, yeah.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they put it back.
I was like, that's got to be coming back.
I just know when my brother got cancer that like wasn't an issue.
Really saved his ass.
Yeah, that there was no pre-existing conditions clause.
I saw a bunch of TikToks recently that said that their insurance policies have updated to include that they will not cover injuries or illness related to or as a result of war.
Interesting. But if you're in the war, the government would pay for that anyway. So it's probably just the business like.
No, it says it like a casualty. If Chicago got bombed and then we all get radiation sickness.
So not somebody in the military, just if we die.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That just means the insurance AI is really crunching some numbers there. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to look at the Vegas odds for getting. Are we the coughing babies in this situation?
Oh.
And who's the hydrogen bomb is the question.
I don't get that reference.
It's just a meme format. Christian knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's like who would win? It's who would win in a fight, a coughing baby or a hydrogen bomb.
Okay.
And obviously, it's the coughing baby. Yeah.
Why?
It's the hydrogen bomb.
Okay.
That would win the fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the idea. It's a sort of the way I understand it, the way it's used colloquially online and in the circles that I frequent, is the idea of like American imperialism, like what we did to Japan in World War II, of like we had nukes first and we fucking destroyed millions of innocent civilians.
Yeah.
So in that instance, we were saying, oh, there's a coughing baby, which he could get our baby sick. Let's fucking drop a hydrogen bomb on them. So it's the idea of using over excessive force to deal with a thing that wouldn't require a hydrogen bomb is the joke, I guess.
Okay.
And meet us on the other half of this break to get a little less political. Bye.
You don't know my circle jerk, brother.
Oh, baby.
Coughing baby.
LOL. Cerebral.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to this side of the podcast. And Christian, say the dang thing.
Let me tell you about this circle jerk.
Oh, I fucking forgot. I cannot wait for me to. I am so excited.
Let me tell you about this circle jerk.
There, editor, fix that.
Can you say the word for?
I am so excited for.
Let me tell you about this circle jerk.
No, that didn't work.
I cannot wait for you to let me.
Let me tell you about this circle jerk.
We'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
This is a secret listener submitted circle jerk.
Oh. Why is it a
because-
secret? Are we not allowed to know who said it?
The listener didn't know they were submitting for a circle jerk.
Oh.
Got it.
But this is from Blake in the Discord. And they shared in the Hash On discussion channel of the Discord r/PassportBros.
Okay.
And if you don't know, over on my YouTube channel, Hash On YT, I did a video on Passport Bros. And if you don't know what a Passport Bro is, Erica,
I don't.
then let me tell
Wow,
you.
you haven't watched the Hash On episode.
I have not.
A Passport Bro is somebody primarily from the United States, but really any major Western core country, who decides that, hey, I don't like living in America. I'm going to go to typically Southeast Asia, maybe South America, and sometimes Eastern Europe, and date the women there.
Okay.
And there's two main reasons that propel this idea. One is the American dollar is a lot stronger in currency in the areas that they choose to go to. So you can make, $50,000 a year here,
And you're just a
and you're
baller.
just not even doing shit in America, but you go to the Philippines and you're a baller. You can fucking afford everything. because the American dollar is so much stronger. The other thing that sometimes people like to cite is cultural differences. And American women are too #woke, and they don't want to date me. So I'm going to go to a different
Freaking
country.
feminism, am I right? Passport
So,
Bros.
As you can probably tell from that quick little description, r/PassportBros is a doozy of a subreddit. So I'm just going to read a couple posts here. This is from r/PassportBros. To set the record straight, what does it mean to be a passport bro? First and foremost, I'm anti-trafficking. You know, that's a great start.
I mean, good.
If you're already being like, I'm not trying to sex traffic here. However, I don't think this is what it is, though the haters of the community like to push this message. And nobody pushes that message. I don't care if people are participating in sex tourism if it's with consenting women, but I do believe that some are genuinely searching for women they can legitimately date. Some want sex, some want relationships. That's nobody's business. Many women in the West, especially the United States, are very hateful and bigoted against men, but also hate to see men leave them alone as well. It's stupid as hell. And yeah, I saw the videos of the Filipino women going off on the woman. I think the Just Pearly things, showing them calling them poor and uneducated, and one of them was feisty as fuck. The women was basically being racist to those women, assumed to be of poorer background, making them look bad just to attack men.
Wait, so Just Pearly things is being racist?
Yeah. So this is going to be a common thread that I discuss a little bit in the YouTube video. But when people see something like this, where men are traveling, and it's a very small amount of men, are traveling to go date into these other cultures, it's very obviously being perceived as like a power imbalance.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of the women in these relationships understand what they're doing. They're not idiots. But when people go to criticize it, they'll be like, oh, you're just going to the Philippines to date a poor, stupid woman. And it's like, are you just saying everybody from the Philippines are poor and stupid? Because that's not correct.
That would be racist, yes.
There's no way they could possibly know any better. They're from the Philippines.
Right. And it's like, guys, come on. We understand. Like, so it's one of those things where it's like you make a bad argument. Even if you're arguing for the right thing, people latch onto that bad argument.
It's crazy that how much it tracks that a passport bro watches Just Pearly things.
Yeah. Or somebody who was interested was like, let me watch Just Pearly things.
I don't know what that is either.
She's like an anti-feminist.
When she rode off the coattails of Andrew Tate. She's an American-born, I think, woman living in the UK. Like she was on Piers Morgan a couple months ago. She is a piece of shit. She's like a 30-year-old non-married, non-virgin woman who is preaching about how if you're over the age of 23 as a woman and you're not married and you're not a virgin, you are useless to society. And it's like, Pearl, you're what's you? What are you then? You're not abiding by your own standards.
Huh.
So that's just a guy asking what Passport Bros is. Number one comment says, in simple average men, e.g. the blue collars, the invisibles can no longer attract their female equivalents in the West.
God.
With a stronger currency, they can find feminine trad women who can appreciate them in other countries. Why is this such a hard concept to understand? Imagine being told you shouldn't exist because you don't make 6 to 7 figures from hoes with body counts in the triple digits who are fat with plastic surgery and makeup.
How are you?
No, go on.
This dude sucks.
Yeah.
He listed like 4 different things that I just feel like they can't all be existing at once. I feel like, I don't know.
Well, you know what's funny too is like there are plenty of women in the United States who would love a trad relationship.
Yeah.
You just want to.
Trad means traditional.
Yes.
Okay.
Like go to fucking Utah. You can find them. I promise.
Yeah.
You know, any state has them. Also, not all women fucking hate men. That's such an insane fucking thing to say. Here's another post. Is feminism a growing threat in Thailand, Philippines, etc.?
No, not Thailand. I thought that was our safe haven.
As an American, feminism has absolutely destroyed this country's culture. Everywhere you go, it's degeneracy and OnlyFans.
How does that come from feminism? How does feminism equal degeneracy?
Because now these women think they can make money off of their body.
Okay.
And they aren't ashamed by it.
Okay.
Speaking of, you should watch Poor Things. Anywho.
Okay.
Great movie. I can't stop raving about it. It's still a good place to have a career at being in the United States and have a base of operations and whatnot. But how is the rest of the world, specifically East Europe and Asia? Is feminism viewed as it once was in the States, abhorrent, crazy losers? Or is it becoming Americanized in that regard as well?
I don't think it was ever viewed as abhorrent, crazy losers.
What a
As
string
much
of
as
words.
as much as like, I don't want to listen to you.
Yeah. Well, it's the fucking it's the was it like 2011 screeching blue-haired liberal that they use on every single like
Still to this day.
every single day, where it's like even if you look into the background of that image, it was somebody, I'm pretty sure they were marching at a women's rally, like doing like a noble cause of like their rights were being attacked. And it's like, of course it makes sense that they're upset. You know what I mean? And this last post here, just to tie it all together. Any socially liberal folks around here? This is an r/PassportBros. I ran across this community mainly because I'm interested in leaving the United States for primarily cost-related geographic arbitrage reasons.
Arbitrage.
I'm reading the word that's written. I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to
Is
mean.
that like legal or is that trees? What are we working with here?
It's ARBITRAGE. And I'm curious as to how dating in another culture might go if I choose to do so. I also think feminism is a good thing, and I am not a fan of traditional gender roles. Anybody else here that feels this way and is still interested in dating outside of the United States?
Whoa.
It's frustrating to think I might have found a community of like-minded folks, only to realize it's full of trad cons pushing their ideology of social control.
Whoa.
Did anybody respond?
Yes, there is a comment here. But this was my point when I was talking about it, is like, I think it's a natural response in America's current state to look at like going to a different country to where you can use your United States salary and get like the luxury life
Right.
in a different country. And I think most people who engage in this lifestyle start that way because you want to feel like you can provide and like have a good life, right?
Sure.
And it's natural rather than being in the United States where you're expected to work 60, 70 hours a week in order to make enough money just to like barely get home and have like a cool house or whatever, to go to a different country. And then other people, I think, hijack it and use it nefariously to be like, oh, it's all these woke women coming and doing it.
It's not the fact that I don't get along with my family and I have no friends, so I can easily move to a different country with no strings attached.
So somebody responded, I consider myself socially liberal. I'm not a fan of feminism, not because I necessarily disagree with it in principle, but because I think it's basically just become a mechanism by which damaged women justify a lot of their bullshit.
So he left out part of he said he's socially liberal. Where are we at fiscally? Because I feel like that's a big determiner here.
Yeah.
And if you have to label yourself as socially liberal,
Yeah.
you're probably not fiscally liberal.
Right. They kind of go hand in hand in a lot of senses.
So what you're saying is that you're cool with smoking weed and like gay marriage is whatever, I guess.
Yeah. As long as they don't kiss around me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That said, I don't really care too much about traditional gender roles, and this whole shtick about finding a submissive woman overseas is cringy incel shit, and I largely agree. Fuck trad cons, which is traditional conservative. But my experience with North American women is just that they are, for the most part, just undateable, and I'd rather just date foreign women because my experience with them have 1,000% better. Been 1,000% better. Either dating them at home or overseas. Why this is, I won't get into here, but I'm pretty sure a lot of it is cultural. Or it's just as simple as being from the United States / first world man is like a pre-selection factor. Being that if you're from the United States, you have a leg up in the dating market because you are perceived as being wealthy. I would even concede that maybe I don't cut the mustard when it comes to whatever expectations women from my country have. So why wouldn't I go somewhere else where at least I get more noticed easily? Which is like, I think it's a perfect example of a guy who like, I think it's still fucking weird. But he's just like, yeah, I'm just going to go to a different country where I'm desired. And it's like, says a lot about men's like desire to be desired.
Yeah.
It's like he's basing his self-worth over women desiring him.
Yeah.
And then you go to a country where they're only dating you because you're wealthy. It's like crazy that that's fulfilling to you. Like,
yeah.
As a relationship. But then a third world woman comments. They said, I'm a third world woman who lurks in the sub. I'm a feminist. So are most women I know in my country. We're people. We're not idiots. We're not naive. Many of us are raised more conservatively and poorer, but using that to exploit us is bad. Not that many people here care, though. Anyway, I've dated forward men. They were progressive, or so I thought. One of them turned out not to be, and it was one of the biggest reasons their relationships didn't go well. I wasn't a perfectly naive, conservative, submissive girl. No one is, not for long anyway, because women are people and want rights and freedom. You can date foreign women and be respectable and progressive. In fact, I beg that you are. You don't need to be in the sub to do that, though. Just go and date them normally, like you date anyone else, because we're just people. If you want to talk to expats just to know about immigration, just find an expat community in the country you want to go to. Once there, date like-minded people. And that was the end of the comment there. But wouldn't it be nice if everybody wasn't fucking weird about it?
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't it?
The Passport Bro community is so insane.
Yeah.
I urge you to fucking just delve into it a little bit. It is you will immediately find like the most insane culture war topics you'll ever see.
I believe that.
It's like the Sam Harris like, yeah, I'm Islamophobic because I'm anti all religions. And it's like, okay, well then say that you're an anti-Semite. I bet you won't. You know what I mean? Because that's a fucking insane thing to say.
Yeah.
You just hate people who aren't white. And you're okay with saying it about groups that are perceived to be not white, but you don't want to say about groups that are perceived to be white.
I guess I got one constructive criticism for Passport Bros.
Okay.
It's a bad title. Just go with expat. Expat is a pretty cool title to go with.
But they don't want to be, I don't think they would want to be seen as like non-patriotic. You know what I mean? Because they are still American citizens.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that I saw, like, they would still like be an American citizen.
6 months of the year. 6 months plus 1 day.
Yeah. To make it so they, stayed in America. That's it.
Okay.
Hashan YT for the full thing. Thoughts?
Shameless plug.
Oh, I mean, I
Shameful.
don't like I don't like the show that much, but go off.
I don't have a listener submitted sound.
You didn't find one?
What a time to frickin' announce it. This is from Josh, and it says, this attachment has been downloaded. You can download the attachment again. So what are the chances that we've done this? Christian, do you want to have lunch at Arby's with me tomorrow?
That
Does that sound
sounds a little familiar.
Okay, then we won't do that one. We won't do that one.
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
Okay, well, we'll play it. How about that? This is from Josh. He says, Christian, would you like to go to Arby's with me tomorrow?
Hey guys, so there's a chicken and he wanders into a library. And then the librarian was like, "Is that a chicken? Can I help you with anything, chicken?" And then the chicken, he goes, "Book, book, 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 book."
That got me.
Have we listened to that one before?
I don't think so.
I've listened to it,
I've
so I
also listened to
can't
it.
remember if we've listened to it
I'm on the
episode or not.
same fucking boat here, bud. But thank you, Josh. Hey, and if we have listened to it before, then you get it twice.
Just as nice the second time.
Do you say if I can say your name?
Did we ever determine why did the chicken cross the road? And is that a neurodivergent test? I've brought this up before. Did we get to the bottom of that?
It seems like a revisionist history type thing.
This was sent to me on Instagram. I forgot to say that all of the stories that I've read tonight were sent to me on Instagram by various people. Do I need to shout them out?
You don't need to. It would be nice.
I'm not doing it. I already deleted the screenshots.
We have gotten a lot of emails recently, Erica, being very snarky with you.
Oh.
Whoa.
People being like, Erica, I've already sent her 3 messages and she won't read it. So now I'm sending it here. Unfortunately, Josh. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. But now I'm not reading your story at all.
Listen,
Okay, popular.
I
You're
don't
trying.
know what to say.
You're
I'm trying. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Listeners, I am telling you, Instagram is so unuser friendly to
Yeah.
sort these things.
It really is.
This is why it is best to email us. But
And don't be
I get
snarky. Because they get, hey, we have 2 folders that a listener submitted story gets sent to. Well, there's 3. There's Josh to read if I really like it. There's listener submissions that, maybe eventually we'll sift through.
And then there's trash.
And there's a trash one. And I don't put anything in the trash as a joke.
Hey, Erica, if you could read this, could you please read it on the pod? I haven't started listening to the Patreon episodes yet, and I'm not sure when I'll get caught up, but I really want y'all's opinion. First, I want to say that I love the pod, and y'all are great.
Thank you.
I don't even know what I would do without your podcast. I've shared it
Listen
with...
to a different one.
No?
If we didn't exist,
No.
the niche would still get filled by something else.
No. Not our niche.
Think about what do you watch on a daily basis or a semi-weekly basis? Is there like any content
Only
you
our
watch?
show.
Oh, I thought you said porn. I was like, what? I mean, yeah, but
I'll tell you what, the Arabs podcast. I listen to it every single Wednesday. It comes out with Frogan, Capri Sun Poppy, and Raffle Ticket. They're great.
Literally never heard of it.
Just came out. It's 4 or 5 episodes in. Great podcast. Can't recommend it enough. You know what I was doing before that show came out? Not listening to it, and I still filled up my time.
Huh.
So we're not special is what I'm trying to get at.
I gotta tell you, when you first
pretty
were
rude.
saying the word Arabs, I was like, oh, brother, where is this going?
That's what it's pronounced. It's AYYYRABS.
I understand, but like my brain for a half second is like, oh no, we're gonna have to cut all of this. What is he getting into? Oh no.
They're all Arabs is the joke.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. I've shared it with everyone I know, but they just can't appreciate good art. Second, a bit of a strange request, but I have a band that I think y'all should give a listen to. Whenever I think of this band, it gives me Judgies vibes. They write comedy songs, like, for example, about boobs or beer. They're called Psycho Stick.
Oh.
I love that song by the Talking Heads.
Psycho Stick?
Yeah.
I love that song by Slipknot.
Okay.
Erica, I need band that has Psycho or Stick in the name of a song that you want to...
No, not off the top of my head.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for pretending to come during our bath?
Pretending is a weird verb. Like faking makes more sense in my mind than pretending.
So, some background. When my older goes on trips, I sometimes offer to take care of her daughter.
Sister? Older sister?
I love children, but me and my husband don't want any, and I don't get to see her
Must
often.
be.
Also, me and my husband occasionally like to take baths together. Not like in sexual ways.
Big bathtub.
We just clean each other and relax while catching up, which I am here for that. I like that.
Do we think baths or shower? Do you
I think actual baths, and I feel like that's such a big bathtub.
That's a flex.
Or they're small people.
True.
I don't know. How many inches do I have to lose to not have my knees poking out in the bath? As an adult man.
Probably a few.
Do your knees poke? You haven't taken a bath in a long time. You don't strike me as a man that's taken a bath since 2003.
I don't know when the last time I took a bath was.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Or shower, really. Not since last year at a minimum. It's January 1 when we're recording this.
I also accidentally walked in on my parents doing that when I was young, and it fascinated me. And when I offered to my husband that we do that, he agreed. And it's just a thing we do now. We have a really big tub, so it's great.
Oh.
On to the story.
Bath is crazy to share. I already get pissed in a shower.
We have a really big tub. We're borrowers, and we swim in a pasta bowl.
What?
That's deep. For all my borrower fans,
I don't know
like
what that
Five-O
is.
Goes West type shit?
I don't know what that is. This is the people that live in your walls. There's a live action movie about it.
Ah, yes.
Are they mice?
No, they're people. They're small. They live in your walls. They steal your shit.
They borrow it.
They borrow it.
So this isn't a Rescuers
Studio
Down
Ghibli
Under.
also has one. It's called Arianetti.
Are we just the borrowers in somebody else's wall? Is this a Men in Black?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
situation.
Cerebral. On to the story. My 5-year-old niece has been over at our house for the past week, and she has tons of toys at our house, including in the tub. She has all types of things from dolls to plastic cups and bottles, and she loves to leave them around instead of neatly putting them away, but I don't mind cleaning up a bit. After she went to bed, I, female 26, and my husband, male 28, decided to take a bath together. I hopped in as the tub filled up while he finished up his dinner. As I waited, I started putting away the toys. One of them happened to be a turkey baster.
Okay.
Canadian squirt gun. For the layman.
I've never heard it called that.
Oh, then you've never watched Ed, and Eddie.
I have. Okay.
I decided to play a prank on him, so I filled it up and hid it behind my back. When he got in the tub, I said, "Hey, watch this." I pulled out the baster and pretended to jerk off and then squirted the water in his face. He was not amused, but played along and said, "Okay, now it's my turn." And he grabbed his dick and started doing what I had just done. I freaked out and told him he can't do that in the tub because I don't want to take a bath with all of his juices floating around.
That's
Yeah.
fair enough.
I told him to get out and go somewhere else, but he said he couldn't stop now and
What?
that I should get out if I don't like it.
You gotta let him get out of the way. I can't stop it.
This jerk off's going 50 miles an hour, and if it stops, I'm gonna blow up.
I told him to stop again, but he wouldn't. I got angry and left, and that night I slept on the couch because I didn't want to be with him. The next morning, he said he didn't understand why I was so mad. He said it's my fault and I'm the asshole because I started it, and that if I hadn't been playing with the turkey baster, he wouldn't have had started playing with his dick. I'm still mad at him, but I'm not sure if that's my fault. Am I the asshole here?
No.
This is like such not a big deal.
It's a little deal. I think it's a little deal. It's like a gherkin. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's a little deal.
I mean, the fact that you're not like rinsing off after a bath anyway is kind of gross.
I would be more upset with the idea of like if I'm watching.
Do you not rinse off after you take a bath?
I haven't taken a bath since 2003. Don't worry about it.
Sure. Okay.
He rinses off his knees because the water didn't get there. I would be more like if I had a young child using the same bathtub as me that week, I wouldn't be coming in it.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? While her toys are around, that's what I would be like. It's like, no, let's just not come in the bathtub for a week, and then we can go back to coming in the bathtub. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
That's what I would be more worried about.
Okay.
All right.
But
I
for him to be like, I
understand where
can't
you're
stop.
coming from.
Well, how did the turkey baster thing turn him on so hard, so fast?
That's what I mean. It's like, it's not even, to me, it's like, that's not even seeing you fake jerk off's not even like, I gotta jerk off now. Oh,
it's
fuck.
like monkey see, monkey do type
Fuck, I
shit.
gotta jerk off.
Well, you finished, right?
I'm gonna have blue balls if I stop.
I don't think this is that big of a deal. I think y'all are all overreacting.
I mean, it's a little deal.
I think he's a weirdo for being like, I can't stop it now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like if she's like, no, don't do that. Go somewhere else. And he's just like, no, I'm gonna jack off in front of you. Like that's a little weird.
Okay.
It's a little strange. It is a little weird also for her to like go and sleep on the couch.
To be that mad about it,
Yeah,
I think is what I'm tripping up on.
Yeah,
But I do have to tell you, jerking off and then fake coming with the turkey baster is actually pretty funny. I'll be the first to say it. That's pretty funny.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm just saying, you're gonna be shocked next and 11 months from now.
Okay.
You're gonna think it's so fucking funny.
You guys only take baths in December.
I only use a turkey baster on turkeys. I only cook turkeys in Thanksgiving, Josh.
That's true.
Huh.
Is a turkey baster a common bathtub toy for kids?
I mean, I could see how it's fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, most kitchen tools, as long as they're like not sharp, Olsen will fucking play with anything.
Yeah.
Well, especially if it's sharp, though.
Thank God your knives are so dull, so we can sort of whip those around like he's Britney Spears.
Actually, it's more dangerous to have a dull knife.
Right. It makes a less clean cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. My fingers agree. They have been cut a few times.
Erica's bad at cutting things.
Well, she's really good at cutting her fingers.
She is very good at
That's
cutting her
true.
fingers.
Yeah.
She's so bad at cutting other things.
You know, have you done this?
Yeah.
And you still just get in there, huh?
They slip. The
Okay,
knife
so it's
slips because it's not sharp enough.
okay, but the knife should never go above your knuckle.
Uh,
Like you put the knife on the knuckle and use your knuckle as a guide.
so my knuckle's getting stabbed every time.
Not if you're no.
It's right here, and then if it's going past
I
its
know how
fingernails.
to cut stuff.
Listeners, I'm telling you, she doesn't.
I've only had stitches in my hand one time.
Okay.
And that wasn't even with a knife. It was with a can of ketchup. So,
I was trying to show Erica.
The knife of cans, really.
really, yeah.
I was trying to show Erica like the way I cut an onion because she was saying that it was making her cry. So I was like, if you cut it like this, you don't cry as much. Immediately, like first cut of the onion, I was just like, you just got to cut through the middle of it. And she just goes, like, and then she like instantly slipped. I was like, what are you doing? I've never seen someone do this before. It's like you put so much force on top of the onion that you're like, I can't get the knife through it.
She's
And then
like-
it like slipped. It's like,
You're like binding the onion.
yeah. I think that's what you're doing. And I was like, maybe I won't teach you. You just keep doing it your way.
No, I literally was like, fine, you do it then. And I left.
Yeah.
You can cry.
And I didn't.
I did it. You want another story?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find it.
You read 4 stories on the front half, and you're like, one was enough for the pack, right?
All right. Ice cream hoagie.
Is that the title to the story? Is that a
No.
name?
Don't worry about it. Ice dot.
That's my order to Subway. I scream hoagie.
I thought it was the new Shia LaBeouf movie.
All right, Christian, it's a little too cerebral for me.
That's all right.
What's the joke here?
He had a movie called Peanut Butter
Jelly
Falcon,
time,
and
peanut
it
butter
reminded me
jelly
of
time.
Ice Cream Hoagie.
Okay, so it wasn't on my end. That was a UN.
Are we going to talk about Drake?
Do we need to?
And he just draking his
I guess
shit.
it kind he Aubrey my Graham till I Drake.
When he handed you the aux cord earlier, it was like flopping around. I was like, oh, I almost said, okay, Drake.
Have you seen the video?
Oh, yeah?
Thoughts?
Insane.
It just does not.
You seen it too?
Yeah.
I didn't bother looking it up.
I've got it right here. Do you want to watch it?
It was actually the last story I was gonna read.
No, Heather sent it to me. She's like, did you see this? And I was like, nah, I'm not on Twitter.
Yeah.
She's like, let me send you the link.
Okay.
And so I watched it. And
How do we feel though? Because like, if it was a woman, no, like it
Yeah.
wouldn't have been as like shared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know it's not the same thing.
I don't know what you mean.
Like if a woman was fucking flicking her bean, like if anyone like
It would be as shared. It would be more like
it would
we
be
should
more
not
like
be
looked down
looking at
on.
this.
But it's like I also don't give a fuck about Drake. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
not like really upset about it, but it is just like anytime a dude's dick gets leaked, it is everyone's like, look at this penis, guys. It's like
Josh, if you saw this penis, you'd be like, who even cares that it got leaked? The biggest thing is like
his dick.
True.
I just
The
don't
fact
feel
that he
like it's
doesn't have
real.
enough blood in his body to even get it hard.
I feel like you have to see it.
You don't even know, bro. It's
Let me show you.
he's playing with silly putty down there. It's
Is it
insane.
really?
Yeah.
He was gouking too hard.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's still up.
Eric, you know what gouking is?
No, hold on. This is gonna be a circle jerk in
not
3
gonna-
weeks.
Do it tomorrow.
You know
It
how
looks
hard
fake.
That's what I'm saying.
It looks like a
Yeah.
like a fake funny dildo.
That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly what we said.
Yeah. Okay.
Seen enough, or do you want more?
I think
Do
that's
you want me to send you the link so
I
you can
think-
watch it later?
no. I think that's a Canadian square gun.
Got his ass.
Very good.
Anywho, this is from r/am I the asshole, aka AITAH.
Are we upset that maybe AI is taking over the TAH subreddits?
Ooh.
Artificial intelligence.
No, I got it. I just didn't think it was funny.
Editor.
Am I the asshole for having sex with my boyfriend's younger brother after he asked me for an open relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty unwritten rule, I feel like.
I, 26 female, have never been... I lied. I, 26 female, have been with my boyfriend, male 26, for about 2 years.
A little bit of an age gap.
Never had any issues until last month when he asked to open our relationship. Why am I saying open like that? Open.
I saw a TikTok of someone being like, you guys are making fun of my Chicago accent. And
Oh, I saw
didn't-
that too.
I almost sent it to you. I was like, that'd be interesting for us to read the list of words.
Yeah.
Because she was reading it and like, I think she was doing a little bit of it intentionally. But she was saying words where she was like it wasn't open, but it was a very similar word to that where there was a long A in it. And I was just like, how did you not hear you
I
say
said
that?
bag earlier, and I was like,
Big.
oh, I say big.
Sometimes a bag sleeps out of me, yeah. And it's like, well,
I was talking to Olsen. I was just like, oh no, don't learn the words from me, buddy.
Don't worry, he won't. He wanted to open our relationship. He said that all men have the innate desire to sleep with as many women as they like.
that's just genetics. is the bad argument.
I mean, I did learn that in genetics.
Yeah.
So
Men got to spread their seeds, folks.
he said that women are attracted to men like him who are in their peak physical shape and that he should take advantage of that. Something about men wanting to spread their seed far and wide.
Something about that, yeah.
Something
Sorry,
about
I
that.
read this one already.
Did you?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just the stereotypical dumbass dude sentence. It's a disservice to not give my penis to the world.
I did not see this coming at all. I was appalled. At the end, he said that I'm wife material and the woman he wants to come home to, but of course, that just rubbed salt on the wound. However, I told him that that's fine and asked if he has anyone particular in mind. He was surprised by my reaction and told me how awesome I am for being so understanding. Then he showed me his Tinder
What?
and an upcoming date.
What?
So he already did it.
It's about easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.
Uh-huh.
And he did both at the same time.
He knew that this arrangement only benefited him because I'm not into casual flings, so wouldn't be sleeping around. He even said that he knows that I wouldn't go looking for other guys because I'm too sweet and loyal.
Actually,
No, yeah.
You're not the
No,
asshole
she's not the
anymore.
asshole. It's, yeah.
this is actually the perfect.
You did it right. This, yeah, correct.
So he has a 19-year-old brother,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
and I called him the following day. I explained the open relationship situation to him and asked if he's interested in some fun.
it really sucks that I spoke a sentence too soon.
Yeah.
He was willing, but felt insecure because he is/was a virgin.
Yeah. You
I
definitely crossed a line.
Told
here.
him that's okay, and we had sex later that night. Afterwards, I asked my boyfriend about his date, and he said he had a great time. I told him that I met a younger, cute rugby player who is shy and inexperienced. He was curious and asked for a picture, which I showed him.
Perfect setup, though.
I mean, if he was
23.
22, slam dunk, perfect execution. 19, you're 26. This is weird.
19 and a virgin.
That's weird.
Like, and even more inexperienced.
Utter chaos. He had a complete meltdown and called me all sorts of slurs under the sun. I told him it's natural for me to want someone like his brother, you know, peak physical form and all that. He was still blowing up my phone even after I left his house, and he sent me dozens of texts. I told him the relationship is over, but he kept saying that he forgives me even though I'm deeply fucked up and deranged. He
it's kind
suggested
of hot, actually,
No,
how
babe, you're
deep and fucked up and deranged you're.
You're still wife material.
You're so sick and twisted and fucked up. It's so hot.
he suggested therapy, but claimed it might not help someone as evil as me.
What is up with therapy recently? What is up with couples therapy? I feel like it's in every fucking story.
Well, everybody needs therapy.
Yeah, but it's always like
for
every
yourself.
story recently has been like our relationship's on the rocks. Can we pay somebody to tell us it's okay?
Did you miss the sentence where I said he claimed it might not help someone as evil as me?
No.
It's crazy
That's
that
awesome.
he's using adjectives like evil and something like, but we should go back out. We should.
Yeah, because he's a piece of shit. He's a manipulator.
So
I think he just wants to go back out so that he can try to hurt you worse.
Probably. That's actually a very astute observation.
So she edits this and with some frequently asked questions and says, "You're almost 30. How can you sleep with a 19-year-old? Gross."
I thought she was 26.
She's 26.
It's a
Okay.
rounding
All right.
up.
Listen, I'm not even almost 30.
At 29 and 3/4.
Right?
I would go myself.
I'm closer to 20 than 40. Which means I'm not almost 30.
He is right here. He is correct.
Anyway,
Christian's almost 30.
she says with enthusiasm, "Couldn't you have just communicated your thoughts to your boyfriend? He had a Tinder already set up before we even had the discussion. There was nothing left to discuss.
You're still an asshole.
You took his brother's virginity, which isn't nice. Do you even like him? What if he gets hurt? His brother has a crush on a girl his age and asked me tips/advice on how to approach her romantically. I've been helping him out and giving him styling advice."
That makes it weirder.
Yeah.
You were literally just like, oh no, I've been grooming him kind of to be what I would like in a man.
Yeah.
You fucked up. You fucked the pooch a little bit. And if you were gonna, you already in your brain said the relationship is over because you've been cheating on me. So I'm now going to hurt you before I relay that information to you.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
also-
shitty thing to do.
I also feel like you could have done the exact same thing, but without actually sleeping with the brother, and just say that you did. You
Or,
could have
like,
you could have been like, yeah, I found someone, you know, blah blah blah, showed the picture, and then been like, no, I didn't fuck your brother,
Yeah.
but do you see how fucked this situation is?
How much of a hypocrite you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could have had the same effect without actually sleeping with a 19-year-old.
Well, and I'm just getting the vibes from this guy, the boyfriend in the situation, that I'm guessing that his idea of like the words he's using of like describing himself as like peak male form and like wifey material, he's probably sleeping with 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds.
Oh, sure.
I'm guessing. I don't think he's probably much better of a person. In fact, I
Yeah.
know he's not. But you did it all wrong.
Yeah,
You approached it in the worst way to make me not be on your side.
yeah.
If you left out the numbers, I would have thought this was a slam dunk execution that you did, but
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Christian,
unfortunately,
the devil seems to be in the details.
it is in the details.
And that's it for this week's main episode, because we got another hour over on our patreon.com/judgiespod for a...
Weekly bonus episode.
That's right, folks. $10 a month gets you double the content. More than double the laughs. The bonus episode's arguably better than the main feed. $5 gets you one every month, and of course $1 gets you into the Discord and ad-free episodes for life.
Woo!
So go over to if you want to do that. But where else can they find us, Ricky?
You can find us on the internet. Wherever you're on social media, we're probably also on that. And the handle is most likely at JudgiesPod, JUDGIES pod. If you want to send us your own listener submitted story or sound, you can do that at judgiespod@gmail.com. And if you want to send us mail, it's P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois 61350.
And Christian, get us the frick out of here, brother.
I'm sorry, my nose has been dripping this whole episode.
It's a real Christian move of you.
I know.
Stealing my shtick.
Insane that you got the kiss on the while multitasking. That was this might hurt your feelings. That's the most impressive thing I've ever seen you do.
It
Okay.
felt right.
Anyway, pisses and kisses, hugs and something.
Shits is bye.
The Judgies.